Hello everyone, welcome back to the video series of object oriented programming with Java. Our today's topic for this particular video, that is Java programming using multithreading. I am an instructor Mr. Ankit Patel. So let's start the different program of the multithreading. Now in this session I will show you different example of the thread. So our first program for the multi-threading, that is the, you can see, write a program to create a two thread. One thread will display a odd number and second thread will display even number between 1 to 20 numbers. So here the program logic is a simple, that we need to print a odd and even number. But now here I want to just use the concept of the multi-threading. But now here what is the multi-threading and what is the advantage of the thread, that I have already explained in my theoretical section of the multi-threading. But now here I am create a two thread and simultaneously both the thread calling the run method. So first of all, what is my concept, that is I just want to create a class that is a even odd, right, and I am using this class using the extend using the thread class. So even odd, that is a subclass of thread, and now I am just implementing the public void run method. Right, now here we just want to print the different even and odd number. Now here in this particular program it is not tell that thread 1 is sleep till some amount of time, thread 2 will sleep some amount of time. There is no any specific statement written. So I am not using a sleep method. Now suppose if you are using a sleep method, then you have to handle the exception that is called the interrupted exception. So let's just create one thread, that is a thread T is equals to T dot thread T is equals to thread dot current thread. So here how to distinguish the thread 1 and thread 2? So I am distinguished with the name. So just I will show you how to set the name, that I have already explained in the theoretical section, but here I will also show you how to set the name of the thread. So let's just create the first of all the object of the thread class. The thread even T1 is equals to new thread odd even odd. I am creating a second object, that is a T2, and I am setting the T1 dot set name. So here I am using a T1 for the odd number, T1 for the odd number and T2 for the even number, and both the thread I will start like T1 dot start and same for T2 dot start. So hope you understand this line. This is our main, right? So because this is there are the two thread, the functionality of the both the thread is different, logic behind this thread is different, so that I am distinguish this two thread with this specific name. So here I am just creating the thread T, that is equals to thread dot current thread. Now I am just using a string variable, that is a name, that is equals to T dot get name. So whatever the thread is calling, it will copy into their particular thread. So here now I am just simply using the if condition, that if name dot equals, if name dot equals, that is equals to odd. What it mean? If the name is odd, then I am simply creating a for loop, integer I is equals to 0, I is less than or equals to 20 and I is equals to I plus 2, because I just want to print the odd number. So here we start with the not 0, with the 1. and simply I am just printing system.out.println and I am printing the value of I, and this is the end of the for loop and if loop. Else we just want to print the, what we want to print? We want to print the odd even number, so we start with the 2 and same I am printing this method. So hope you understand the code that I have written for this particular program. So let's check it out, run the particular program using the Java C th1.java. There will be no error. Then Java th1. You can see the output here. It is not like that thread 1 have the first priority, that's why the thread 1 print all the odd number and then thread 2 will print the even number. Here not like this. You can see the output, there is this will print a different. You can see the output. First it will print a odd number, right? Then it will start the even number. But it is not like that. Even in between, if you run this particular program in your PC, there will be answer might be different also. But here both the thread parallelly call this run method. So here it's not like that, like normal process. The first T1 has a first priority, though it will execute, it starts, then T2 will start. It's not like that. Now let's explain the next program that is similar to the first program, but because there is some different statement written in this particular. Write an application that create and start the 3 thread. Each thread initiate from the same class. That means we don't know to create the different class. It execute a loop with the 10 iteration. Each iteration display the hello, right, and sleep for 300 milliseconds. So we need to just print only hello, then the thread automatically into the sleep state. The application wait for all the thread to complete and display the message goodbye. So here we need to complete the task of the all the different thread, and after that we just want to print the message goodbye. But here now, suppose if you are creating just like that, thread 1, 2, 3 and t1.t2.start and just write down system.out.println goodbye. So here the goodbye have the highest priority because it is a main thread. So main thread have a highest priority. So first it will print a goodbye. But because I am using a join method over here, so join, what it mean? First they complete the task of the T1, T2, T3, whatever the in whichever the thread you have written a T1.join, T2.join and T3.join, so that it first it will complete its task, then it will print a goodbye. Now what is the logic? Logic is simple. I have used just run method, and just because I am using a sleep method, that's why we need to just handle the exception that is called as the interrupted exception. Because the 10 iteration is there and we are printing the system.out.println hello, and the waiting time is a 300 millisecond. So if you run the particular code, this will display the gap between the 300 milliseconds. I will show you the output first of all. Java C th2.java and Java th2. You can see the output. First it will print the 3 hello. Not it mean like first T1 will print all the 10 hello, then T2 will print all this hello. Parallelly both the thread will print the, you can see once again the output. The output will be printed in the form of the 3 hello, right. So total 30 hello will be printed, but the time is taken by, it's not equals to, that is a 30 multiply with the 300 milliseconds. It is 10 into 300 milliseconds because both the thread are parallel calling, and you can see after this all the thread goodbye is print. But suppose if you are not joining this particular thread, suppose if you are, I am just commenting this particular line. Now just compile and run this code. You can see goodbye is printed before, not at an end of the task. This will print in between. but I just want a code that goodbye is print at the end. That's why we have written this t1.join, and that's why this t2 dot this goodbye is print at the end of this all the thread execution. So hope you understand this particular code. Now next program, that is a write an application that executed two thread. One thread will display good morning and at every 1000 millisecond. Another thread will print a good afternoon every 3000 milliseconds. Create a thread by implementing the runnable interface. This is a program, again is the same as in our last program, but here the two thread have the different role. In the last program, all the thread have the same role, that they all have to print the hello. But now in this particular thread, we need to create a two thread, like as I have created in even odd program. One thread will print a odd number and other thread will print a even number. Same as a one thread will print a good morning and other thread will print a good afternoon, right? But here the time slice is also different. So create the thread but implementing a runnable interface. As I told you already, that there is no difference between the runnable, if you are using a program with the runnable interface or by using a thread class, there is only a difference between the syntax. So here I am just creating a thread one that implement the runnable. Now in a void run method, I am just using a for loop because there is no any kind of statement written that how many number of time you need to print a good morning and good afternoon. I am using printing just 5 times. System.out.println good morning, and then just wait for the 1000 and then cause the interrupted exception. Then I have created another class, that is a thread 2, and this will print a good afternoon after 3000 milliseconds, right? And just initiate both the class object thread 1 r1 new thread and thread. Using thread 1, I am just passing the r1 as an argument of the thread class, because this is a syntax for the if you are implementing the runnable interface. Same for thread 2 object I have created and pass into the thread class, and then both the thread I am just call the run method using the start method. Now if you run this particular code, let's check it out. Java C th3.java. You can see good morning, good afternoon. 1 second break is there. Good morning, good morning, good morning, then good afternoon, good morning, good afternoon, then 3 second, good afternoon. Then after 3 second, 1, 2, 3, this will print good afternoon. After 3 second, this will break it out. Because you can see the second thread have wait 3 seconds. So between the 3 seconds, the thread 1 have a 3 chance to print the good morning. So that's why first both the thread have start good morning and good afternoon. After some second, this will print a good morning, because the thread 2 have to wait 3 seconds. So in between the 3 seconds, this will print a good morning. After it will print a good afternoon. Because the good morning is printed 4 times, it will print only a 1 time. So it will print like this. Okay. So hope you understand this particular program. And the last program for this particular video, that is the write a program that create a two thread. One thread, one display the alphabet from A to Z, and other will display the 1 to 100. So as I told you, this code is similar as our last program. We need to just print the first program, the even odd program, because here not we don't want to print the use the sleep method. So here I just have created just calling using the thread dot current thread dot get name. If the name is alphabet, then this will print a alphabet. I am just printing a small letter, else it will print a 1 to 100. And I just created a two thread with the different name, that is a one name as a alphabet and other name as a number. I'll show you the output first of all. Our code is a th4.java. There is no error, then th4. You can see I have just printed if you check it out, 1 to 100 number it will print, and first it will print you can see that even the character is also print between the number, because both the thread simultaneously calling the run method. If you are run this particular program in your device, there might be chance to have a different output. So in a multi-threading, always most probably the output will be vary from one device to other device. right? So because each and every thread calling the run method parallelly. So here you can see the output, the character is printed between the number. So here first of all the character from A to Z most probably it will print. If you run this particular program in your computer, that might be chance to it will print some different output, right? So hope you understand this particular program, and I have also explained all the different program using the thread, right? So that's it from the programming. So thank you very much. If you have any doubt, you can feel free to ask me. Thank you very much.